All right, hello and welcome to a session of Fit Essentials. My name is Shauna. I'll be taking you through class. Let's go ahead and come to our feet. All right, go ahead and bring your feet just underneath the hips. You're gonna bring your arms together, hands in front of the chest. Stand up nice and tall. We're gonna do 3 cycles of breathing. So you're gonna breathe in, reach up, and exhale. Relax those arms down to the side, opening through the chest and shoulders. Beautiful. Twice more. Breathe and reach. And exhale, relax. Fantastic. Last time through, lifting up out of the hips, up out of the neck. Breathing deep, reaching tall, and then let it all go, opening up. Fantastic. Go ahead and just get a little bit of bounce in the legs. Allow your arms to be heavy and start with keeping the arms away from the body. Just a nice gentle flow here, rotating side to side. Fantastic. And then from there, go ahead and start to let the arms be a little bit heavier and let them bend at the elbows so they just gently tap and slap against the body. These will typically hit right about the level of our, call like your kidney meridians. Just help with that flow going. Keep the circulation through the body and encourage that circulation to move a little bit faster through the body. Very good. Walk your feet in a little bit closer. Bring your arms up to about 90 degrees. Lifting up through your midline. You're going to lift one leg up, bringing the knee towards the opposite elbow. Very good. And we're going to go side to side here. Pulling those elbows and shoulders back. Keeping the shoulders down out of the ears. Good. Try to exhale as you pull that elbow towards the opposite knee. Very nice. Couple more each side. Keep pulling those shoulders back, elbows back. And last one. Fantastic. All right. If you did bring a broomstick or PVC to class, go ahead and grab that. If not, you can use one of those long bands, even a scarf, or just pretend that you have it. If you have the long stick, you're going to take a nice wide grip, bringing it up to overhead, and just kind of pulling it behind you without letting that back arch. So think ribs down, reaching forward, and up and back, opening through the chest. Very good. Closing it down in front. And one more time, reaching up to overhead, kind of pulling it back to help open the chest. Very good. And then with those arms raised up to overhead, let's go ahead and go into a little bit of a side bend. Breathe in as you come back to center. Get a little bend in those knees and then side bend the other way. Very good. Once more each direction. Breathe in and exhale as you drop into that gentle side bend, really stretching out the side body. Standing tall, last time other way. Fantastic. If you have that PVC or broomstick in your hand, you go ahead and bring it down behind the back. If not, just cross your arms over your shoulders or behind the head. We're going to go into our good mornings now. Toes pointing straight ahead. You're going to bow forward and standing tall. And you just kind of use this stick here to just help keep the chest a little bit taller. Something to hold on to. We're going to go 3 to 5 here. Pulling the belly button in, bowing forward, chin in, and straight up. And if you are using a broomstick, just make sure you have your broom off that so you don't hit yourself in the head at any point in time. Last one here. Long spine, looking down for the toes, and standing straight up. Fantastic. From here, we're going to go nice wide base stance. You can set it down or keep hanging on to it. And we're going to go inner thigh stretch. Shifting to one side, pushing that knee out. Keep that heel nice and planted. And back to center. And then gradually taking it to the other side. So we're looking to target this inner thigh area. Good job. Let's get 2 to 3 each side. Looking to sink just a little bit deeper each time. Keeping the knee in a good position, driving out over the foot, and heel planted. Nice vertical shin on the side that you're lunging towards. Very good. Last one. Taking it over. Back to center, and the other way. Fantastic. All right, one more exercise with our little bar on our back here. We're going to go a single leg good morning this time. So root down into your right foot. Take your left heel, extend that leg out, toe up. And now we're going to go our single leg good mornings. Bowing forward. If you are holding that stick or broomstick, shoulders down and back. Otherwise, just simply cross the arms over the chest or behind the head. There you go. Chin in, looking forward. Let's go about 2 more. Long spine, saying hello to that hamstring. Straight up, and last time, taking it forward. And then go ahead and switch legs. Same thing, other side. Get your left foot rooted down, right foot heel down, toe up. And then here we go. Long spine, looking down towards the floor, straight ahead at the top. Very good. 3 to 5 here. Just far enough to get a nice gentle stretch in the back of that hamstring, and then standing tall. Good. Last one. Taking your time, leaning forward, and all the way up. Fantastic. If you get that broomstick behind your head, just up and down a few times. Push it up towards the ceiling, bringing it down behind the head. 5 to 10 here. And if no stick in your hand, just mimic it as if you do. Reaching your arms up. The stick just helps kind of open our shoulders a little bit broader, especially bringing it down behind the head. And again, no arching that back. So ribs down. Beautiful. Just a couple more here. Reaching up nice and high, waking up those shoulders. Beautiful. And then go ahead and release. Set that guy down. All right, we're going to go into our quad stretch next. So lifting up through the midline, feel free to balance on something here. Otherwise, grab one foot, pull that heel towards the glute. Good job. We're getting ready for some squatting in our first series today. Squatting and a bent over row with a little bit of rotational work for that mid back. Good job standing tall, gently pulling that heel back. 2, 1, and release. Same thing other side. Place the foot, pull up through that midline, find your balance. Grab that other side. Shoulders back, which means I just don't want that side that I'm holding that foot on to round forward. So staying broad and tall. And 3, 2, 1, go ahead and release. Fantastic. All right, let's get a little bit more blood flow going here. So set those shoulders back and down, arms up at the side. We're going to start with a march and a punch. Punching across the body, knees nice and high. Good. Get that nice rhythmic breathing going with it. And if you want to add like a little hop to it, you can do kind of like a march and skip, or a skip and punch rather. There we go. 10 more seconds. 2, 1, and step jacks or jump jacks next. Wonderful. Eyes up. Fantastic. 15 more seconds. Good job. We're going to go back to that alternating knee to elbow that we did at the very beginning. 2, 1, relax the arms, and then bring them up to 90 degrees, elbow towards that opposite knee. Good. Really making a point to stabilize through the hips as you cross that leg over. So pulling up through that midline. Exhale as you pull that elbow towards the opposite knee. Fantastic. 10 more seconds here. Then we're going to do one more round, going back to that march and punch or skip and punch. 2, 1, and here we go. Punch it across the body. Just a regular march, or add that little hop to it. Get a little extra bounce if you feel good for that. Good job. Smile. Have some fun with it. Hopefully you have some good music going on your end. 10 more seconds. Step jacks or jump jacks are next. 2, 1, and here we go. Stepping it out. Or right into that jump. Great work, everybody. Nice and relaxed at the ankle. Fantastic. 15 more seconds. And we're going to end with that alternating knee to elbow. Whew. Very good. 5 seconds. 2, 1, and Elbows up at 90 degrees, lifting to that midline, elbow towards that opposite knee. You have a good base support, pushing that big toe down on the support leg, keeping those hips nice and level. So I pull up through my midline every time I stand tall. Shoulder blades squeeze together. Beautiful. One more each side. 2, 1, and relax. Good job. If your water's nearby, grab a little drink. And then we're going to go calf stretch next. So looking for somewhere to prop that toe up. So find a spot that you can go heel down, toe up against the side of a doorway, side of a chair. I got the box here. And just sink into that lower leg. Get a nice stretch in the bottom part of the leg, the back of the calf. Standing tall, you can just slightly bend the knee forward a little bit. You'll get a little bit deeper into the calf and then extend it out. One more time. I just very gently kind of bring my knee forward and then I go back to a full extension, extending that knee back out. Great job. Let's go ahead and switch sides. Heel down, toe up. Same thing on the opposite side. Allow it to release a little bit, stretching it out. And then if you want to add that little bit of a knee bend, it's just very subtle. I kind of bring my knee forward and then I extend it back out. Once, twice more. Knee in, extend, standing tall, and final time. Very good. From there, we're going to go into a toe touch, but we're going to cross the legs over. So take your left foot, cross it over in front of the right, lifting up to the midline. Just very gently pull the chin in towards the chest. Slide the hands down, reaching down for the toes. You'll feel this target a little bit more in that outer hip with the legs crossed. Breathe here. Then just take note, should be your left foot that's crossed over in front of the right. Go ahead and make your way back up to the top. We're going to uncross the legs and we're going to warm up some squats in between sides. So set the feet about hip width apart. Reach the arms out. Just gradually set the hips back. Looking straight ahead, reaching those arms nice and tall, and then drive down through your feet to stand between 3 and 5 here. Taking your time, sinking a little bit deeper each time, standing tall. Good job. Reach back, eyes up. I like you to really reach those arms up to help keep that chest tall. 1 to 2 more. Fantastic. Smooth up. Very good. And then we're going to go your opposite foot. So it should be your right now, stepping in front of the left. Stand tall, hands gently slide down the legs, chin in towards the chest. And breathe here. Make sure you're not hyperextended at all through the legs. So just a little bit of a bend, belly button pulled in. And you can even allow that head to be slightly heavy here. 1 to 2 more breaths. And when you're ready, gradually start to come back up to the top. Uncross the legs. And then we're going to go 3 to 5 more squats. Set the feet about hip width apart. Just a very slight toe out. Help open those hips. And sinking back. Beautiful. Standing tall. There we go. All right, everybody. So we're going to get ready for some waiter squats. It's where you're going to hold the weight in one arm. Looking to work against that counter rotation. We'll start with it in your left arm. And then we're going to go to a left arm row. With this row here, if you do have a chair around or some kind of a surface that you can support the hand on, I like that a little bit better for the rotational portion because you're going to pull that elbow in and then you're going to rotate and peer up towards the ceiling. You could still do it in this long lunge. It just feels a little bit more awkward. So your choice. I'm going to be demoing off the box on this side. And I just have a chair from the dining room table on this side. All right, we're going to be going 3 rounds. Left arm squats, left arm row, right arm squat, right arm row, right about 30 seconds each with about 10 to 15 seconds in between exercises. All right, let me know if those questions. Otherwise, we're going to get started here in just over 10 seconds. Again, holding weight if you feel ready for that on your left. Set those feet about hip width apart, slight toe out with the toes, and 2, 1, Here we go. Sending the hips back. The non-working arm is going to reach out just like we did in that warm-up. Help keeping the eyes up. Good job. As you sit back into those heels, try not to lift the toes. So pushing the big toe down. The rest of the toes will typically follow. Fantastic. First of 3 here. Sinking back, standing tall. And with the weight on one side, we're really focused not to let our torso twist around. 2, 1, and transition. Good job. Same weight or different weight. Going to place the feet about hip width apart if you're supporting the hand on a surface. Nice wide handprint. Place it down, grab your weight, and here we go. So you row it up, and then just gently lift and rotate, peer up towards the ceiling. Reaching forward, lifting up, just a gentle rotation there. Still pulling that elbow nice and high. And I like to exhale as I row. So exhale as you pull it up and in, try to clear the lungs of air. Breathe in as you reach forward. Very good. So gentle rotation up through the shoulders and the hips. 2, 1, and release. Good job. That's the left side. Now we're going to do the same thing on the right, starting with the squats. So place the feet again about hip width apart, eyes up. Here we go. Sinking back. Stand smooth. Good job. Looking to have a nice even rhythm here on your squats. Over the 3 sets, we want to look to either have the same pattern or just get a little bit faster as you move. Good job. 10 seconds. Nice, good squats, ladies. Sinking back. And 2, 1, and rotate. Very good. Single arm row. Place the feet, support through the hand, reaching down. 2, 1, here we go. Elbow high, get that gentle rotation, peering up towards the ceiling. If you have anything going on, if your low back's a little bit stiff today, if that rotation doesn't feel good to your body for any reason, just keep the hips and shoulders square and just do a normal row here where you reach forward, pull that elbow up and in. Otherwise, if it feels good to get that little bit of a rotation through the body, keep up with us here, nice and smooth. Elbow high, peering towards the ceiling. And 2, 1, and rotate. Good job. Take just about 30 seconds. Make any changes to weights as you need. And we'll be ready for the second round, starting back with the squats. Good time to grab a quick drink. All right, back to your left. And 3, 2, 1, here we go. So either your same rhythm as last set, or if you want to go just a slightly faster, still keep control as you drop down into that squat. Heels planted, chest up. And the side that's holding that weight, as I sink down, I think about pushing that elbow forward, so it helps keep that chest up. I don't want that arm to droop down. So elbow up, eyes up, 2, 1, transition. Good job. Bend over row. Place those feet about hip width apart. Root down to those legs. Support the opposite arm. And whenever you're ready, elbow up. Pull it all the way into the torso, and then you rotate. So finish the row, and then pivot your body. Breathe in as you reach. Exhale on the row. Good job. Belly nice and strong. So pulling that belly button in, supporting through the spine. And shoulder down out of your ears as you row here. One more. And rest. Very good. Going to your right arm. Back to the squats. Set the feet, eyes looking straight ahead, and 2, 1, here we go. Chest up, elbow up. Nice job, crew. Up. And Jean, try to think elbow forward and not so much out to the side. There you go. Very nice. Less than 10 seconds. 2, 1, and transition. Very good. This is the end of set 2. Place the feet. Nice wide handprint. And 2, 1, here we go. Pull it up and in, and then just gently rotating. Lifting up out of that bottom shoulder as you pivot. Fantastic. There you go, 10 seconds. Elbow high, and then just a gentle turn of the torso and head. And 2, 1, and release. Very good, that's 2 sets. We'll take another 30-second break. Get ready for our third and final. Stay hydrated. All righty, everybody. 15 seconds, final set coming up. And this is all for our squats for the day. Set the feet. Your left arm, 3, 2, 1, here we go. Nice and strong. If your body's feeling confident, you can move just a little bit faster. Still having good intention on your movement patterns. Allowing that breathing to come up just a little bit higher. Good job, driving that elbow high. Fantastic. 1 to 2 more. 2, 1, and rotate. Single arm row. Shaking it out, place the feet in position. And 2, 1, here we go. Pull it into the torso first, and then get that rotation. Breathe in as you reach. Beautiful. Halfway. Everything nice and strong, up and in. Maybe one more. And rest and rotate. Good job. Finishing on your right arm. Squatting first. Place the feet, tall chest. 2, 1, here we go. Fantastic. Elbow of that weight that's holding, side that's holding the weight. Elbow up and forward. Very good. Midline nice and strong. Less than 10 seconds. Confidently standing up out of that squat. Chest up, eyes up, and rotate. Wonderful. Last set of single arm rows here. Nice deep breath. Place that support hand. And 2, 1, here we go. Row first, and then pivot. Good job. Shoulder down out of the ears. Fantastic. Continue to breathe, continue to gaze up. 1 to 2 more, everybody. And 2, 1, and all done. Fantastic. Set it down, shake it out. We're gonna stretch out that low back a little bit before the next piece. All right, feel free to grab a drink. We're gonna come on down, stretch out the low back and the wrist, and then we have some breathing work on the next piece. A little bit different variation than we normally do here. So let's come on down to all fours. Start just kneeling back. You can either have your toes turned under, or if you'd like to stretch your shins a little bit, you can turn the toes down and sit back on the shins. If that feels good for your body. And then we'll start with rolling the ankles around. Ankles, your wrist. Circle them around. And then rotate the other way. All right, from there, we'll keep the toes together, divide the knees out, and then you're gonna turn your palms down, fingers facing in towards you, and then from here, you'll just gently lay back. And rock side to side. Just get a nice stretch in the forearms. We're getting ready for 3 rounds, 1 minute of work, 1 minute of some rest and a little bit of stretching. The minute of work is gonna be 2 burpees into 3 jumping jacks. Turn your fingers in so that they face in and interlace the fingers there, and then pivot around. So you can do the no push-up version of the burpee where you come down to the top of a push-up, step or hop your feet up. Again, it's 2 burpees and then 3 jump jacks. And we just do that for a minute. All right, shake that out. Walk your knees in together, quadruped hip rock next. Place the hands down under the shoulders and just gently rocking the hips to one side and then to the other. All right, fantastic. From there, once you finish that hip rock, continue to have the hands at the shoulders, turn your toes under. We're gonna drive those hips nice and high. Open up that mid back a little bit more in a down dog. Gently pulse the head between the arms. Really pulling those hips high to the ceiling as you do so. And then let's get one more calf stretch in, dropping the heels down. We did that standing stretch earlier. Now we're just pedaling them out. Fantastic. All right. So from here, I want you to warm up your upper body just a little bit more with some rotational work. So you're going to go hand behind the head, elbow to elbow, and rotate, peer up towards the ceiling. So a lot of the movement pattern that we just did in that single arm row with some rotation, now just nice and intentional here, anywhere between 5 and 10 on each side. And I just want to talk to you a little bit about the burpee while you're doing those rotations. So please switch on your own. So with the burpee, like I said, you can do the top of the push-up and you can step your feet up, or you want to step, nice big step up, and then the other leg coming up, standing tall, reaching up to overhead, come back down, and then just try, if you're stepping, try to be aware and not always step with the same step foot first, standing up tall. And then after those 2, you do 3 jumping jacks. I come back down. You can do that full burpee. Things that we oftentimes see is people kind of peeling off the ground of that full burpee. So if anything, midline strong, hips drive up. If you are going to jump to your feet, you want to think about floating, hips high, and try to get your full foot planted. Squeeze the backside to pull yourself up. You can do a little straight jump at the top or just stand tall. Stepping, midline strong. If you're doing the push-up, step up or hop up to overhead, and then 3 jumping jacks there. All right. So like I said, 3 sets, 1 minute of work, 1 minute where I'll take you through a little bit of a stretch and catch your breath. And as always, try to pace yourself, but still giving yourself a good challenge. All right, go ahead and come up off the ground if you're still doing that mid-back mobility work. Take a nice deep breath. We're going to get started here in about 15 seconds. We'll work for a minute, rest for a minute. I'm going to go no push-up burpee for set 1. And 3, 2, 1, here we go. Nice wide handprint as you reach down. 2 burpees into 2 jump jacks or a step. Very good. Breathing and moving here. Engage the glutes as you pull yourself upright. 2 burpees, 3 jump jacks. Fantastic. Halfway right now, that's 30 seconds. Good. Feel free to hop the feet up. As long as your low back feels confident for that, pulling the belly button in and try to float the feet up. Good job. Just under 15 seconds. Fantastic. Finish that set and 2, 1, and rest. Very good. Grab a quick drink. We're going to go behind the back stretch first. So we'll go nice wide base stance. Nice deep breath. Interlace the hands behind you. Extend out those elbows. Keep the ribs down, pulling up. Root down into your legs and forward fold. 30 seconds till we start our second set. Deep breaths here. And when you're ready, go ahead and come on up. We've got 20 seconds left. We'll just kind of finish out this rest here with some side steps and some arm swings, opening through the shoulders. Good job. All right, set 2 of 3. Feel free to stick with that no push-up burpee. I'm going to take it all the way down to the floor this time. And 2, 1, here we go. 2 burpees, 2 jump jacks. Practice keeping your mind focused on what you're doing. Reaching down, standing tall. Breathe as you move. Very good. Fantastic. There's halfway. Strong work, everybody. Squeeze that bum to pull yourself upright. Midline tight coming off the ground. All right, 10 seconds. Finish out the series that you're on. And 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest whenever you finish that set. Woo. Nice job. We're going to do a standing stretch for the hip flexors next. Step your left foot forward, right foot back. Take your right arm to the left shoulder. You're going to pull that arm down and in as you just gently push that back hip forward. Squeeze the glute of that trail leg. 3 to 5 gentle rotations towards that front leg. I know your breathing's a little elevated here, so stay focused. Same thing other side. Your left foot steps back, left arm to the right shoulder, shift the hip, and gently rotate towards that front leg. Very good. All right, everybody, 10 seconds till we start our last round here, and then we're going to finish with some core work. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Stay positive. Stay focused. Good movement patterns. Fantastic. Find a nice rhythm here. Step or hop. If you're stepping, remember we're trying to alternate which leg steps up. Fantastic. That's 30 seconds. Wonderful. 1 to 2 more cycles. There you go. Great job. Almost there. Less than 10. Finish out that cycle. 3, 2, 1. All done there. Wonderful job. All right. If you weren't awake before, you should be awake now. Grab your water bottle one more time. All right, we're going to open up the chest a little bit here. Doorway or pec, elbow about 90 degrees. Stay on your feet for a minute here while we bring that heart rate back down. Place that elbow against the wall or doorway. Inside leg steps forward. And then nice deep breath, rotate away. Ah, great job. And feel free this outstretched arm. I'm going to circle it around. Encourage that shoulder to keep gliding and sliding and rolling in that shoulder joint. 2 to 3 times, reaching forward, rotating back. And then when you're ready, we'll reach back and rotate forward. Fantastic. When you finish those rotations, same thing other side. Again, bring that elbow up to 90 degrees. Placing it against the wall or door frame. Inside leg steps forward. Lean into it first. Feel a nice opening in the front of the chest. Ribs are down, and then rotate away. Just hold it first. Allow it to open before you worry about that other arm. And then when you're ready, reaching forward, reaching up, circling it back. Very good. Good time to smile. All right, after this, we're going to take it down to the floor. And we've got 12 minutes of some midline work. A little bit different variation than what we've done before. We're going to do a side plank dip into a side leg lift. I'll show you that when we get down there. All right, feel free to shake that out. And then from there, we're going to be rolling onto our back to do some glute work. If you want to use one of the shorter bands for this, you can use the bands, the short ones around your legs for the glute work. And then I'll just be sliding my foot in and out of it when I'm going to the other pieces. So let me show you what this side plank business looks like real quick. So you're going to do a typical side plank with the elbow stacked underneath the shoulder. You're going to have your feet extended or on your knees, whatever is best for your body. You're going to come up like a side plank dip. You just come up for a moment, come back down, and then you can start with one leg. Your top leg, you're going to reach it up, try to bring your foot towards that same side hand, and then you'll go back into your side plank, lifting up. And then if you can get both feet up here, I'm really pushing this hand down of the support elbow. And then if you want, you can kind of lay back and do a V up with 2. So again, just looks like this, side plank dip into leg lift. Okay, and feel free to start with that one leg. It'd be the top leg. So pushing it up and forward, lifting up here. Okay, if you feel confident for both, just a little bit bigger demand on that midsection, holding everything strong. We'll do that for 50 seconds. Then we'll have 10 seconds of transition. This is where I'm going to slide my foot in, lie on my back, and then we're going to just start with a normal glute bridge, hips up and forward. On set 2, if you want to have a chair around, or I've got the box here, I'll drive my hips up and forward here. And I just have the band. Sometimes I go above my knees. Right now, I'm going to keep it below my knees for easier transition. And you're just simply pushing your legs out against the band to give a little extra resistance, helps engage your pelvic floor muscles a little bit better, and your thighs and all that, okay? And then after that 50 seconds, I pull the leg out, and I'm going to swing around and do the side plank work on the opposite side. And then after that opposite side, we've got a downward facing dog, single knee to elbow position. And I'll just talk us through that as we go. Any questions? All right, we're going to start here in about 15 seconds. Let's start on your left side. So I'm going to be on my right, opposite of you, kind of mirror each other. Side plank dip into that side leg lift. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. Lifting up out of the bottom shoulder, and then either one leg or 2. Get a nice strong position in that plank first. So you kind of up and hold, just pause for a moment, and then down, and either one leg or 2. Very good. Beautiful. Nice strong positions. Yep. Keeping that elbow stacked right underneath the shoulder. Breathe. 15 seconds left. Beautiful. Lifting up, pulling through, maybe one more. 3, 2, 1, and transition. Glute bridge. If you want to use the band, slide the foot through. And I'm going to start with the feet flat on the ground. Shoulders back and down, and then whenever you're ready, driving those hips up, pulling the chin in towards the chest. Great time to relax the eyes. Again, if you're using that band, you're just driving your knees out against it. Focusing to lengthen through the low back as you push those hips up and forward, and it's great practice. Pause in the top of that bridge. So you're looking to fire those glutes, 2 to 3 seconds in the top. Down and relaxed. Very good. Over halfway. Fantastic. Not only does it fire our glutes, but it also helps to open up those hip flexors in the back of the neck. And 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good job. You're going to roll onto your right side. If you have your foot in the band, pull one leg out. We're going back to the side plank, side lift. Stack the elbow, and 2, 1, here we go. Side plank first. And remember, you can start with that one leg, lifting that up. And maybe you stick with one leg throughout. Good job. Good position of that bottom shoulder. Getting some good oblique work in here. All those stabilizer muscles of your spine and hips. Fantastic. That's 30 seconds. We're over halfway. Good shoulder position. Sometimes that elbow likes to kind of start to creep out nice and wide. So keep pulling it in so it stays stacked underneath that shoulder. Less than 10 seconds. We're coming over on all fours for our down dog position next. 2, 1, and rotate. Very good. So placing the hands underneath the shoulders, turning the toes under, and whenever you're ready. So we're going to push back into down dog. And then start with your left leg, pulling the knee towards the same side elbow. Push back into down dog, and then right knee towards the right elbow. Really trying to lift up through that mid back as you pull the knee towards the same side elbow. And you're just alternating legs, pushing back into down dog each time. You almost want to think about you're kind of caving your upper body to make that space for the knee to come towards that same side elbow. Just get that breathing going. Exhale. Actually, kind of end up exhaling twice here. I exhale as I push back. Inhale as I transition. And I exhale as I pull that elbow towards her knee towards the elbow. And 2, 1, and transition. Good job. Coming down to your left side. That's set 1. We're going 2 more times. Stack that elbow underneath the shoulder, and whenever you're ready, side plank first. Into the leg lift. Good job. They're pretty quick transitions here, so just join us when you're ready. Either one leg or 2. Beautiful. Keep that breathing going. Pulling that elbow in, nice strong position. Good. That's 25 seconds. We're halfway in. Falling off my carpet square here. Up and back. Good job. Don't forget to smile. You don't have to have a reason, just because you're moving your body, taking care of yourself. Be proud. Keeping your body strong. Maybe one more. We're rolling onto our backs next. 2, 1, transition. Very good. Slide the foot in if you're using the band. And either feet flat or feet elevated. And 2, 1, whenever you're ready. If you have your feet elevated, I try to have my toes up towards the ceiling, and I'm just pushing my heels down into the back of the box. If you don't have shoes on or that bothers your heels, then by all means, you can put your feet flat and push the bottom of your feet, whichever way. Still pausing the top, driving the knees wide, whether you have the band or not. Great time to close those eyes too as you pull the chin in, pull your hips high. I'm keeping an eye on our time. We've got 15 seconds left. Pause in the top, fire the backside. Going back to our side planks in 2, 1, and rotate. Should be on your right side. Slide the foot out if you're in the band. And 3, 2, 1, whenever you're ready. Elbow under the shoulder, side plank first, and then either the top leg or both legs. Good job, everybody. There you go. So we're looking to pull that belly button in as you lift those legs up. Shouldn't have any kind of feeling of arching in the low back. Very nice. Head nice and neutral, just moving through. 15 seconds left. Head into our down dog position next. Down dog, knee to elbow. Maybe one more. And 3, 2, 1. Rotate over to all fours. Nice wide handprint here. Place those hands down and then turn the toes under whenever you're ready. Driving the hips high. Pick a side to start on. Rounding through the mid-back. Knee towards that same side elbow. Pushing back into down dog each time. Really strong, lifting up through those shoulders as you pull that knee in. Drop the head between the arms as you drop back, hips high. Very good, everybody. That's halfway. And not a problem if you can't quite get that knee in towards the elbow. Just pull it as far as you can with good positions. Beautiful. Maybe one more each side. Pushing back, hips high. 2, 1, and transition. That's the end of set 2. Back to your left arm. Last round through. Side plank dip into leg lift. And here we go. Lifting up. And then top leg or both legs. Good job. Breathe. Fantastic. Checking in with that elbow, keeping it right underneath the shoulder. Don't let it wing wide. Very good. That's halfway. On this final set of glute activity, you can do either of the first 2 pieces you did. I'm going to do the glute bridge march, which is going to be without the band. So it's a single leg glute bridge activity. 10 seconds left in this side plank. But feel free to stick with the double leg. 2, 1, and transition onto your back. If you're doing the double leg, you can still use the band. Otherwise, single leg, I'm going to hold the bridge the whole time whenever you're ready. I'm going to march one leg up, place it down, and the other. You either keep the knee bent or you can do this little kick where you like kick the foot up towards the ceiling. Those of you that are on the single leg march, I'm really focused on the upper body here too, kind of using that as a brace to push the arms down into the floor. Really trying to be smooth as you switch legs, to not have a drop in the pelvis. Very good, everybody. Keep lifting those hips nice and high. Ten seconds. There you go, moving well. And 2, 1, transition. All righty, side planks, final time through. So your right arm, stack it right underneath that shoulder. And whenever you're ready, side plank first, hips up, and then either one leg or 2. Reaching that foot towards the same side hand. Fantastic. Second to last exercise, and we'll finish with a little cool down stretch. Good work. Stay in focus, lifting up out of that bottom shoulder. Halfway through. Good. Nice and controlled. And trying to bring that foot all the way up to the hand. So if you can't quite get the 2 there, stick with 1 until you can get that 1 foot to the 1 hand, and then you can advance to the 2. And rotate. Good job. Just those down dog pulses to finish with the same side knee to elbow. Place those hands underneath the shoulders, wide handprint. Turn those toes under, and here we go. Down dog first, and then rounding your upper body as you bring that knee forward. So your body kind of shifts forward over the shoulders, pulling that belly button in. Continue to breathe. There you go. Driving those hips high. Get a nice opening in the back of the legs. We'll go a full minute on this last one. We're over halfway. "20 seconds. Nice smooth breathing. Almost done. Drive it back. Pull that knee up. Maybe one more each side. And rest whenever you're done with those sets. Going to bring those knees down. Let's come up off the hands. Shake those arms out. Nice job. Alrighty. If your water's nearby, feel free to grab a drink. Otherwise, we're just going to come onto our side. We're going to start with the quads. We did it standing earlier. If you're already on your feet, you feel free to stretch the foot quads there. Otherwise, grab the foot, come on down. We're going to hold 25 seconds here. Nice job today, crew. And if you are standing when we finish this stretch, go ahead and come on down because we're going to stretch out our midline next on the floor. Go ahead and release that foot. We're going to lay down on your stomach. Pull the shoulders back and down. Place the hands right underneath the shoulders. And you're just going to go up and do like a gentle cobra here. Lengthening through the low back. Pull the shoulders down. Peer up towards the ceiling. If you have any kind of pinch in the low back, please come on down out of it. And we'll just go up and down a few times, only as far as you're comfortable. And again, that you're not having any pinching. So I'm firing my glutes as I lift up and I'm pulling my shoulders back. Keeping the hips down on the floor. Very good. Maybe one more there. Once you finish that, walk the hands in and let's come into child's pose. Toes together, knees go long or wide, and then you reach your hands out and go ahead and drop back and down. Nice deep breaths here, breathing in the back. And when you're ready, walk your hands over to your left side and take your right hand, reach it nice and long, and then drop back down. Get a nice stretch along that side body. Take 2 to 3 breaths here. And then when you're ready, you'll walk your hands over to your right side. This time your left hand reaches nice and long and then drop down from there. Stretching out that opposite side. All right, we're gonna do a pigeon pose variation here. If pigeon is not happy on your hips, feel free to roll over and go figure 4 instead. Otherwise, we're gonna place the hands, drive those hips up once again like that down dog position, and let's start on your left side. You're gonna swing your left leg forward, square your shin and knee to your shoulder as best you can. And I just wanna say hello to this outer part of the hip here. I like to just very gently rock myself side to side with this. The biggest thing is I don't want you just to drop into it. Stay a little bit engaged as you're encouraging some movement. And after you spend some time allowing that hip to open, go ahead and sit down onto that hip and then swing your back leg around for seated twist. Sit tall, hug that leg in, and just peer over your opposite shoulder. Depending upon your flexibility here, you can start to bring your elbow on the outside of that shin and just try to go a little bit deeper into that twist. Really focus on lengthening through your spine as you rotate. And then just notice you should be hugging your right leg in. We're going to take it back into our final down dog, and then you're going to swing your right leg forward into pigeon, and that will finish us out. So place those hands down, turn those toes under. Whenever you're ready, spend a little bit of time in this last down dog. It's a great time to pedal out those heels once more. And then when you're good there, swing that leg forward. Again, if pigeon is not happy for your hips and body, on your back for figure 4 is a good sub for that. Sometimes the pigeon can be a little bit more intense for people. So using the upper body, control how much of your weight goes into that opening. Couple nice deep breaths. And then whenever you're ready, we'll sit it down and swing your back leg around for our final stretch here, seated twist. Very good. Nice job today, everybody. Thanks for coming. Moving your body, building a little bit more strength. If you want to go deeper in that twist, lengthen, work that elbow on the outside of the knee, and peer over that shoulder. Fantastic. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and release. I'm going to go ahead and turn off that recording. Feel free to add anything else that your body might be asking for this morning, and hope to see you next time.